Hey everybody, it's Thais with Abundance Nation. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are talking about Neville Goddard's eavesdropping technique. I was like sitting here practicing that before I started recording. Eavesdropping. Now, this is what, okay, sorry, I'm having a teacher moment now. This is one of these words where you think it's eavesdropping, but it's eavesdropping, which makes it a little bit harder to pronounce. But anyway, this technique, oh, here comes the money train, if you can hear it. Choo choo. That's what my folks on TikTok like to call it. Anyway, th- this te- this technique is a technique that you need to use immediately. And you're saying, Thais, what is eavesdropping? Well, formally, eavesdropping is when you overhear a conversation about yourself or about anything, meaning you're just dropping in, you're listening in to someone or a group of people, whomever, talk about a particular topic, but they don't know you're there. Okay. So that's why it's called eavesdropping, because you're like sneak listening. Okay. You're sneak listening. And so Neville Goddard, with his eavesdropping technique, says to imagine two people, and these two people need to be people that currently love and support you in your life. Okay, so these should not be, you know, your seventh grade friends who turn into frenemies, and you're trying to figure out, you want to go and revise some old memory. No, 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 no. The purpose of this is to allow you to create a feeling and a wave of emotion overhearing people speak so positively and well about yourself. And so I allude to this in my self concept video, which I have put below, where by adding, right, because you're conjugating verbs, right? Former teacher here, batch in psychology, advanced degree in learning techniques. And so essentially, what you're doing is you're telling the universe how you want people to speak about you. And so by envisioning it and hearing it in your mind, it fills your heart with such goodness and joy. So for example, I experienced this during my trip to the Grand Canyon with my mom, my sister, and my nephews. Now, in the past, my mom would always tell me, "You're very selfish." Okay, look, it's the truth. My mom would just tell me, "You're selfish. You're selfish. You're a selfish person." She'd always say, "That's why you don't have kids, because you're selfish." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm selfish. I want to sleep in on Saturday mornings." Okay, yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But during this trip, she says to me, "Thais, you are so generous." And I can think back where I would just hear in my mind conversations with her that I would just envision, where she was saying nice things about me, because my mom is a staunch Christian baby. I grew up AME Zion. In case you don't know what AME Zion, that is the African Methodist Episcopal Zion Church. Okay, okay. And so mama goes to church. She's at Bible study during the week. And I've taken a turn. I don't go to church anymore. I rely more on spirituality. And we have these conversations, and sometimes they can get a little heated. But I always wanted her to know that my desire for money is because I want to be able to give it. I like to give money. Like, I have a whole lifelong goal, like, to be Mrs. Beast. Okay, like, I don't want to marry him, but I just want to be like him. Just give away money to people in the world. It's always been my dream. And so in the last year and a half or so, I've been able to progress to a place where I can be generous with my money. And it feels good. It feels really, really good. But before she could see that, I had to speak it for her. And so the eavesdropping technique is really just speaking it for people who, again, really care for you in your life. So, for example, How this works is you take those two people, you close your eyes if you'd like. Sometimes I close my eyes, sometimes I don't. Don't get caught up in whether or not I'm doing it right, I'm not doing it right. Just be calm, be calm. Just be calm as you do it. Okay? And I'm gonna walk through this with you right now. Okay. And I'm thinking about, excuse me, I see I see my grandmother. I see my grandmother and I see my other grandmother. Everybody was a grandmother to me. I had like 50 grandmothers that even they weren't necessarily blood related to me. But I have literally had conversations in my mind where I hear them just talking to each other. And it could go something like this because they're no longer here. Thais she has really made us so happy with how well she's doing. You know, she could cook. She took all those lessons that we gave her about cooking. She's always been someone who goes after her heart, goes after her dreams. She's a go-getter, and we're just so proud of her. I hope she knows how proud we are of her. Wow, that feels so real. Like I was really talking to them. I could hear them saying that. Excuse me for this vulnerable moment. I just wanted to. I didn't know that was really gonna happen. Gosh, I gotta take pictures in a little bit. But when you put that in your reality in your world, like I felt that. I felt it like it was real. Like it's real in my heart. It's real in my spirit. And you can use it for anything, okay? Use it for money. Wow, I can't believe that. You know, my grandmother would tell me she had lots of grandchildren. And she would, she would always say, Thais, you're the only one that calls me and talks to me. And I knew it was because I loved her. I loved her. I'm sorry, I'm digressing a little bit here. Ooh, that was powerful. You get to see the real life. I'm not gonna edit this. I'm not going to because it's just a emotional release. But in my mind, I would always say to myself, I know when I get older, I said, I know I'll be blessed with someone like me who, calls and checks and spends time, takes them to the grocery store. And so that's why it has to be the people that really mean something to you so you can get in the feeling, right? And then how it works is that you will hear it in your reality. Just like, my mom would always say I'm so selfish. Cause look, when she was my age, baby, she had two kids, making it do what it do, and I'm out here just having a good time. But really, in all seriousness, that's the impact that it has on you. And so, when you're at that vibration, it helps you get that feeling, and you can use it to again work on your self concept. I hope she knows we're so proud of her. And I know it to be true because I'm proud of myself. Because what you're speaking and envisioning other people saying about you is how you actually feel about you. She's so generous. He's so generous. He's so rich. He's a good rich person. Okay? He's a good rich person. So what could that sound like, right? So you're envisioning, because I know I want to get to the money. Everybody love the money, so let's envision, right? Your two favorite people. Okay, here we go. Wow, I cannot believe that Thais blessed us like that. Like, can you believe? Can you believe she blessed us with first year's worth of college tuition for our daughter? Like, oh my gosh, do you know? Does she know how this helps us? Like, we still have the other two coming behind, and I just feel so grateful that she just she did this for us. I have a deep appreciation for not only her friendship and her love of giving. I also have a deep appreciation to the maker for blessing us because this really helps us out. And there you go. I'm smiling. I'm like, yes. Oops, excuse me. Yes. Yes. I'm like, yes. Right? And so that really is of the eavesdropping technique. It's you speaking those words in your mind to from two people that really love you and support you. They can be from the past, they can be in the present. And even in just having that moment, remember you only need 17 seconds. You only need 17 seconds. Use this for that 17 seconds. I'm not somebody who can close their eyes and sit there and just be like this. Use that method. Use that. Use it. Have a conversation. Listen to your conversation. 17 seconds. You just saw me do it and you saw the profound effect it had on me. And I did not script this at all. You know me. You've been following me. You've been looking at my channel. You've been looking at my videos. I keep it moving because it's about being real. Spirituality is about being real. It's not about being fake. It's not putting on an air. You're saying, this is who I am. Who I am. This is who I am. This is me. This is Thais. This is who I am. I'm an abundant person. I'm a giver. I'm generous. I can be a little hard headed at times. Sometimes I can have a little slick mouth. So then let me eavesdrop and have me say good things and nice things. Real talk though. But using that technique, envisioning two people that you care about, you're just listening to their conversation. And you see, I spoke it aloud. It's okay. You don't always have to do everything in your mind. That's what they call metacognition. Metacognition is how you process things in your mind without speaking. You don't always have to do that. You can speak, right? Use your voice. The power of life or death, okay, is in the tongue. I like to say the power of life is in the tongue, okay? Yes, we know we can speak those negative things, but as soon as you say death, I was like, that's something we're going to have to get into because if this works, okay, this works for every avenue of our lives. We're going to talk about what impact we can make in the world if we collectively start to change the narrative, because most of the world is in what we call a collective consciousness. And when you step outside of the world, that is the world, okay? I hate to tell you what you've been taught is wrong, but the world is the collective consciousness. When you step away from that, that's you proclaiming your chosenness. Like, I am chosen for greatness. I am chosen for abundance. I am chosen for success. And we'll get more to that as we continue our YouTube journey. I don't want to lay too much on you too soon because the downloads I've been getting here lately. Woo! There was one I was telling the eyelash girl about yesterday. She was looking at me like, I was like, girl, I said, explain it to me. So thank you so much for listening. This is Thais of the Abundance Nation. This was real. This was raw. And when you're with me, we're going to be real. We're going to be raw. But we're going to be really, really raw for this abundance and really, really raw for this love, and really, really raw for our happiness. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.